Okay. So before we start the episode, this is a spoiler warning because this is a movie episode for Heat, No Country for Old Men, Spider-Man, The Shining, Devil's Advocate, Hellraiser, Weapons, and Hannibal. That being said, enjoy the show. Welcome to Best Most. I'm your host, Jose Jogo Gonzalez. This is the podcast where we ask the questions, what is the best or what is the most? For example, we ask questions like, what is the best emotional performance from an actor in a film? Or, who is the band or music artist with the most interesting songs? The guest of each episode chooses a question ahead of time. I ask the online community that question via Instagram story. Then the guests and I discuss the community answers along with our own. You can follow us at best.most.pod on Instagram to join the online community. That is where you can see the questions that we answer in the episodes. Today's guest is an actress that has acted in a few films and is now also a TikToker. She's a very cool human being, and I would like to welcome to Best Most, Roxanna Garza. Hi, Roxanna.
Hi, how are you? I'm so happy to be here.
I'm good. Long time no see, right?
Yes. Jose and I actually were working on a project like 12 years ago. We were working on a little short film.
Yeah, but then I just messed that up. But yeah,
it was an experience. We made a connection.
Oh, for sure. You know what? I learned so much from that whole experience, for sure. And you were super nice, very sweet and very patient, and I really appreciated that. So I'm so glad that I got to meet you in that whole situation.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of all the creative stuff, and I just love it. I just get so happy watching you do your thing, making on your new podcast. This is just the best.
Yeah,
the best.
Same here.
There you go.
Same here. I'm excited to check out your TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but I think my wife does, so we'll take a look. Our question today is, who is the most scary actor of all time? Again, our guests get to choose this question. So Roxanna Garza, why did you choose this question?
Because I get scared really easily. But I love getting scared at the same time. And I don't know, to me, I just think there's something, I don't know, just scary actors are my favorite. I love when they can have a presence, especially when they could be charming and scare me at the same time. So it was just something, as far as all the questions, it's just one of my favorite things to watch is like scary actors,
Oh, yeah. And when we were kind of trying to figure out the question, when you kind of sent me this first question, you're like, I'm not sure if this is a good question or not. But I actually really love questions like this because it kind of leaves it a little bit open as far as like how you can answer the question. Because you could, it could be a scary actor specifically, or it could be scary performances from the actor. And you'll see from the answers that we got from the community, that kind of shows a little bit. So yeah, let's get into it.
All right, I'm ready.
So from our community, we have, let's see, John Estrada. He has a few of them. Tom Noonan in Manhunter. He said, just watch the movie and what his character, the Tooth Fairy, does. It's in the Silence of the Lambs universe and is the arguably the worst murder that needed to be caught, more than Hannibal Lecter.
Oh my God, that sounds so scary. I haven't seen it, but I know that the physical violence stuff, I'm a huge screamer. Like, I'm sure if I watched that, I would be screaming my head off.
Well, also like when it's like a real person, when it's like more of a psychotic person that could actually be someone in real life, I think it's a little bit even scarier because you really don't know who people are in general. It could be a fucking psycho walking around. So let's see. So he also chose Kevin Gage in Heat. Plays a pretty sick fuck too. His character Wayne Grow is a serial rapist and murderer who clearly does not give a fuck.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
yes, another Michael Mann film. He also said yes, another Michael Mann film. John Estrada has kind of like contributed answers in the past, and I think he had chosen a Michael Mann film before. So that's what he's referring to. But I still haven't seen Heat. I know it's a great movie, and I know I'm late to the game. Have you seen Heat?
Darn, I haven't, but I think is Robert De Niro in Heat because he made my list.
Yes, Robert De Niro is, and I think Al Pacino and Val Kilmer, and there's a few people in that movie that are just like big hitters.
Oh my god. Actually, he got 2 of my 3. Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, like their presence, because okay, so this is why one of the reasons why I chose Robert De Niro and Al Pacino is their presence is so powerful. They don't even have to be abusing people or even screaming for you to feel the tension and feel the fear. And that is just absolute mastery to me. Like they could just walk in and my knees will shake, and I'm just like, oh
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
what did I do? I'm sorry. Forgive me, please.
yeah. Those guys are like they're kind of like chameleons, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
have to do a whole lot to
Mm-hmm.
really be scary or be light or be funny. Uh, but yeah, I agree with those guys for sure.
Oh yeah, those are winners. Yeah.
So the next one is Kathy Bates in Misery. Uh, Deserves a mention. That's another one of John Estrada's. I totally agree. In Misery, she freaking kills it, and she's so unassuming as a person, but
Mm-hmm.
in that movie, it's she's so menacing and like perfect.
Oh, well, John Estrada, I feel like you are psychic, sir, because I also, on one of my top 3 actresses, there was also
Oh my god.
Kathy Bates from Misery. So somebody, I'm agreeing with their answers over here, and his name is John Estrada.
Next one is he chose as Tom Sizemore. His character in Devil in a Blue Dress, also in Heat and Enemy of the State, is kind of the same person. He said, yeah, he was in Saving Private Ryan and plays a good guy here and there, but if he's on screen and you piss him off, forget about it.
Hold on, I have to look up. Let me see. Hold on. I haven't seen any of those movies. Let me
De-
see. Go ahead.
I've seen Saving Private Ryan, and I want to say I've seen Enemy of the State. I haven't seen Devil in a Blue Dress, but now I'm going to add him on to my list.
Yeah, I will. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll definitely take the recommendation because I love scary actors. Oh my god.
So the next person is Jason Chavez. He chose
Hmm.
Javier Bardem in No Country
Oh.
for Old Men because it's not supernatural or from the unknown, but rather a cold, unflinching person. And I gotta agree, that performance. Have you seen that movie, No Country for Old
I
Men?
have, yes, that one I did see. Yes, yes, yes.
There's two scenes that are specifically jarring. The one where he's choking the police officer on the ground, and he's
Mm,
like eyes are all huge, and he's just like his face just looks creepy as fuck. And
mhm,
then the scene where he's in the gas station
mm.
and he's telling the old man like to call it. He's gonna flip the coin to see if the guy lives or dies, but
Oh
he
yeah.
but he doesn't tell the guy it's for his life. And that whole scene is like I've watched that scene on YouTube so many times just because it's so masterful.
Well, I heard that all these psychologists, they reviewed all of the psychopaths, and his was like his performance was like the truest to a real psychopath
I
like
believe it.
ever. Yeah. Oh my god. See, okay. So I love that, but if I would even like be around someone with that type of energy, I would probably just run because there's like the whole deadness. Like there wouldn't even be a chance for me to get scared because I'd be like running away.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I want no part of this. Thank you very much.
Well, what's funny too in that movie is like that character is like plays off of the kindness of like others and
Ugh.
like the like helpfulness of others.
Yeah.
and it's kind of like it makes him even kind of easier prey. You're like, oh shit, like this guy's just like he literally just tells a guy, oh, can you bend down right here, or like can you look down here, while he pulls out his like weapon, that weapon thing that he kind of shoots into like guy's head. It's like,
Oh,
are you freaking kidding me?
oh God. That one is pretty scary. He did a really good job. He did
Yeah,
a really, really, but that one is like realistic scary.
with the bull haircut too.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And then Rosa, my wife, she chose whichever actors that play Michael Myers. He's the creepiest dude of all time because he doesn't even say a word and just kills people.
Okay, funny story. I think someone I used to work with dated one of them.
Oh, really?
W Yeah, I don't know if it's but actually I shouldn't say that because I could be wrong, but I know he was like 6'7" and she was telling me how she dated him. But I think it was him, but it could have been another one from the horror universe. And I was like, oh my God, imagine I get it wrong and he's married and his wife's like, what's going on? So I probably shouldn't have done that in case I got it wrong. But
That's pretty amazing. And I mean, like, that's hard to do, like, have a performance where you can't even talk. You're just kind of, like this kind of lurching character who's murdering the hell out of people.
oh yeah, they have to really have like some kind of like a full on werewolf energy, you
Yeah,
know?
for sure. So Brian Fox Driley, he chose Gary Busey
Mm.
post accident because he's not acting. That's a real person. So he chose to go with the question as far as like the actor himself, like as a person
Mm.
who was scary or terrifying, you know?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, man. I haven't met him. I haven't met him, but when I see his picture, I don't get any you know what? I'm also very bad at picking up scary vibes in reality.
Oh yeah.
So, if there is something scary about him, I don't read it. I was just like, "Oh, look, it's a guy." Like, I don't know, I don't get but I'm sure that that does not work in my favor a lot of times, or I'll just be
Yeah, for
living
sure.
in this they're like a psycho killer, and I'm like, "It's just a guy." So, I mean, I don't know, but I don't get he gives me more of just like, "Oh, it's a guy vibes."
Oh yeah. Well, I think just seeing him like in interviews, he
Uh-huh.
does seem a little like he seems very like all over the place. I think that could kind of be it, maybe like kind of a manic
Uh
kind of feel to him.
Okay, alright. Yeah, I have to watch some interviews on him.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I never saw him as dangerous, but he
Mhm.
seems kind of like there's something kind of there, and that's okay too, but still. Uh Eddie Carmona, my brother, he chose Vincent Price.
Oh.
I always associate him with some kind of horror flick or creepy character in a film. I loved his role in Edward Scissorhands. Just hearing his voice
Mm.
creeps me out, but in a good way, if that makes any sense.
Oh, I love the okay, wait, hold on. I know the name Vincent Price, but let me just look up I
Well,
feel
while
mhm.
you're doing that, he was in Edward Scissorhands as the old man that created him. He was also the voice in Thriller, that that part where he's like, "Darkness, something in the night."
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love his face and his eyebrows. I just looked him up right now, I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I know this guy."
eyebrows.
Oh, they're so devious. He does them, like, about a little point sometimes, and I'm like, "Oh, oh, I can't handle that." Energy in the point in those brows.
Yeah, he was making some money from those eyebrows. Let's see. So, next person is Stephen Joseph Craig, who was a previous guest in our show. He
Hmm.
chose Willem Dafoe
Oh.
because of his performance in Wild at Heart.
Oh, okay, alright. See, I haven't okay, so I haven't seen that movie, darn it, but, I'm trying to think, and I also haven't met William
Will
Dafoe, right?
Willem.
Willem. I was like, "Dang, I don't wanna get his name wrong." Because I do meet a lot of people, but I haven't met him, so, but you know what it is about him? He's got, like, a powerful energy. Like, I feel like he could go there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie where he really pops off, but I definitely can see behind his smile is like a simmering where he could do something serious, you know? Definitely get that.
In Spider-Man, he was the Green Goblin.
Mhm. Yeah.
So he to me there, I think he was like pretty sinister with very little. Like he had like a Power Ranger suit, whatever. But
Yeah.
he had that his face was the thing that like was the conduit of like evil. And even in the newer Spider-Man movie where he's like, I think it's like Far From Home or something like that. But
Mhm.
I think so in the comic book, I'm gonna nerd out right now, but in the comic book, Green Goblin wears like a mask, right?
Uh-huh.
And he looks like a goblin. He looks like a green goblin. But
Uh-huh.
the fact that they decided not to go with the mask and just go with his face, and he has these kind of like menacing eyes and like the smile, and he's like, I think that alone it tells a whole lot that he has like this yeah, like you said, this energy. He popped off, I
Oh,
think, in that
yeah.
situation where it's like, oh shit, this guy could fucking murder you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I feel like he was able to pull off like, really pull the character through his skin.
Yeah,
That was really cool. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And then last one, Danielle Craig. She chose
Hmm.
Jack Nicholson because of The Shining.
Yes, that was I did Jack Nicholson because I picked my favorite act, like, the scary actor in the movie, and that was the same one I did, Jack Nicholson in The Shining, because you've seen The Shining, right?
I have. Yeah, I love the movie.
I mean, I went recently and I got to see it on the big screen. They were playing The Shining on the big screen,
Oh, I love those like kind of revival kind of screenings.
and it was such a different experience watching it on the big screen than on a TV. In the beginning when they're driving up the mountain and there's just like these incredible shots and views, and you just could really feel kind of the isolation of where they were. And then the camera shows Jack and he's just got this presence of like a haunted soul who's doing his best.
Yeah.
Oh my God, incredible. And then when now with Jack Nicholson, the cool part is I've actually seen Jack Nicholson lose it in movies. Like in The Shining, it's not like you could see the simmering underneath, but he can actually pull it off when it comes time to show up and show out. Like he actually can come off and be the bad guy. And it's like, whoa, like he is not hiding it. It's an amazing thing to watch. It's scary, you know?
Like
Mm-hmm.
like Jack Nicholson isn't like a buff dude, He's not like a strong
Mm-hmm.
looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and he's not like he just doesn't look menacing as a person if you just saw him walking down the street. But I
Mm-hmm.
think when he acts menacing, he just like you said, he brings it. He brings this energy.
Oh.
And have you ever seen there's a behind this scenes documentary, I believe, of The Shining. And there's this one part where he's getting ready to shoot that scene where he's breaking down the door of the restroom.
Uh-huh. Oh my God, yes! Uh-huh.
What's so cool about that is that you see him like almost like jogging in place. You see him kind of
Uh-huh.
like moving around, all this crazy movement, like frantic movement, just creating that energy for himself before the scene starts.
Oh my God. I've done that before.
Really?
Yeah, I remember I was supposed to be having a panic attack once where I was playing. I was like, it was actually in a student film, believe it or not, but it was really fun. And I was playing a vigilante killer, but before she was a vigilante killer, like, and she had to snap. And I remember there was like all these stairs. And I was like, damn, I can't go into this scene where I'm just meditating and cause like on set, just like set is like my favorite place to be. So I'm naturally really happy and chatty and having a good time when
Yeah.
I'm on set. But I'm supposed to be someone who's losing their mind right now. So I was like, okay, I gotta do something to lose it a little bit. So I remember I was running up and down the stairs until my scene to try to keep my energy up and like doing push-ups in the hallway. And I was like, dang, okay, time to go on. And I don't even know if I nailed that scene, that thing or not, or if I was just being ridiculous.
Well, if it made it in the movie, I'm sure you're fine.
Well, because the thing is like my natural state was just way too happy, and I was supposed to be getting like this horrible news that like my abuser was not gonna get sent to jail. Do you know what I
Oh
mean?
shit.
And so I'm supposed to be like this is supposed to be high tension. So I was like, dang, how do I do this? So I started running, and I was like, it was fun.
Oh damn, that's cool. See that sounds pretty amazing. I've never done real acting, I guess you could say. I was in a friend's film, but it was a silent film. And I played pretty much just a dumb guy who was like on his phone a lot. Um,
Uh-huh.
but it was like a main character, and the idea was that it's like he's on his phone and that's all he does. He ignores his girlfriend, and she's just like, fuck this guy, you know. Um, but I will say this: I give actors so much credit because even just laying down next to someone and feeling naturally comfortable
Mhm.
is very
Um,
difficult. It's so
yeah.
difficult, especially because you just meet them sometimes. Like I met her like that day, the person who's the co-star, quote unquote,
Oh
and
gosh, yeah.
and I'm like, oh hey, nice to meet you. He's like, okay, go on, and lay down with her, and you guys are a couple. You've been together for a while, and yeah, go. And I'm like, don't touch me. I was
Well,
like,
yeah. I mean, a lot of you know what? I learned that the hard way where it's like you kind of got to get to know, like there has to be kind of a certain chemistry that you guys have to create together beforehand.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Otherwise, it'll absolutely. And I found that out, and I remember I found that out from being like from a mistake I made, and I should probably apologize to that actor, but
hmm,
so embarrassing. I was going through like this horrible heartbreak, and he really wanted to rehearse and I didn't want to. And
uh,
then when we did the scene, there was not love in my eyes like there should have been because I didn't do the back work, the character building, the bonding. Like,
yeah,
one thing, whenever I do go on set with somebody, I don't care who they are. I'm like, hey, you have 3 days to fall in love with me. No, I'm just kidding. Or however long we have, I'm like, you got to fall in love with me. And, and I say that because, first of all, however I feel about the other character on set and show, that's going to tell the audience what to feel about them.
hmm,
And whatever my co-star feels about me, they're telling the audience what to feel about me. So let's say I don't like another actor and it's going to show up in my eyes. I'm telling the audience not to like that actor. Or if I'm uninterested or I think they're doing a bad, like whatever I'm thinking, I'm basically telling the audience to think that.
oh, I
So
see,
so I always like say, I'm like, listen, we gotta like, you know, not be in love, but like I'm like, hey, you gotta fall in love with me because I'm gonna be loving your character too, even if I hate you. I remember when I played that vigilante person, when I was killing them, like when I had to,
yeah,
can I say the M word on here? When I had to take them out, basically.
murder,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
I
you can
don't know
say
if I can
murder.
say that. It was
You can
a
say anything you
film.
want, yeah,
Oh, okay, I didn't really hurt them, okay? There was no, like, we just Hollywooded that shit, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So anyway, so when I had to go and kill them, when I was doing all of this, I was doing it from a place of love and passion, because if I did it as pure hatred, it's
yeah,
almost like it's just boring. You have to bring like, and I think that's what I like about the scary actors is like, I like it when they have like deep passion in their scariness. It makes it interesting for me to watch. Like that's something I enjoy. I'm like, make me interested. Like be interested in what you're doing, and then I get excited. You know?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like brewing something together to almost like give off whatever you're trying to give off, right? So if you just say
Mm-hmm.
if you're like, okay, I might this means I have to be hurt, scared, and mega angry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are the things that I can like put together that might not be specifically those things,
Mm-hmm.
but will brew together to create that like on film, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, and the one thing I always like though is whatever feeling it is, whether it is fear or anger or anything, I always want to bring in love and interest
Hmm.
to keep the audience captivated. Because I just made the mistake where I think, oh, I'm going to ignore something, and then it makes it almost unimportant to the audience. So I always try to bring whatever emotion I have. I'm having that emotion because it's important, you know, like
Yeah,
it's serious, because I want to bring that fun to people watching it.
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I have a friend
Hmm.
who's a director, and I he has another friend that was edits or directs too,
Hmm.
and I kind of like told him the other day, I'm like, because they're like, oh, be a part of this contest, right? Which is
Hmm.
amazing. It's called Breakneck Film Race. If you're a filmmaker who wants to make a film,
Hmm.
you should definitely check out that. But anyway, so they were asking me, they're like, yeah, you should make a film, and I was like, you know what? I know enough to stay in my lane. I'm like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I love film, but I am not a filmmaker. So
That's
Like,
funny.
you know what I mean? Like, so same with acting. Like,
Mhm.
I love film, but I'm not an actor. So, like, to me, listening to everything you're saying, I'm like, oh, that's amazing. But like, I know for a fact, I'm like, I am not an actor. So like, I gotta stay in my lane. But let's see. So I do have some picks as well. Actually, do you want to continue with your picks if you have any more, or kind of go into more of your picks?
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay, so I'll go into mine. So we already got Jack Nicholson in The Shining, because I mean,
Yeah,
come on, one of the greatest performances of all time.
for sure.
Um, for Robert De Niro's character, I actually picked Cape Fear for his scariest one,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
because there's just something scary about how you're living your life and you just accidentally cross the wrong person. And then they come after you, that's just
Yeah.
such a, oh my gosh. And he played it so well. Like, I mean, oh my God, he made me want to vomit on so many levels, but I mean, his talent was like incredible. And then I have
Well,
kind of uh-huh.
also very realistic. Like
Yes.
his character in there is so like tangible, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
his scary is like it doesn't cross otherworldly. It's so like heightened, but
Ugh.
it's not wacky or weird. It's it is kind of weird, but it's just scary altogether. But it, like he kills it.
I love I mean, I loved his performance. I was just thinking about, like, when he was talking to the daughter, like, the element of creepiness I felt. I could still feel that creepiness. But then, and then this is kind of a sideways one, but it's just because I like, I don't know, there's something so interesting to me about evil charisma. Evil
Mm,
charisma is very interesting to me. So Al Pacino in The Devil's Advocate made my
yeah,
list.
that's
You
a
know
good
what I
one. Yeah.
because he was so horrible, and yet at the same time he still had that pull of attraction where I wanted to watch everything he was doing. I was like, "Whoa." Yeah.
He also kind of like almost like I watched that movie maybe about a year ago.
Oh,
Again, I'd seen it before
uh-huh.
like when it first came out, but I watched it a year ago again and to see if it still held up, and it does for sure.
Mhm.
Even Keanu Reeves's accent still holds up. But but I would say like one thing that I liked a lot about Al Pacino's character is that
Mhm.
he almost helps Keanu Reeves like he tests him, you know?
Mhm.
Like he's like, "Hey, you could stop at any time. Like you could stop at any time. You don't have to do any of this stuff." But he already knows like Keanu Reeves' character is going to do it. He's like he knows the ambition is going to eat him up, and he's going to want to continue. But it's like he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, you should take care of your wife." And he's like, "I'm sure she'll be fine." And then it's
Mhm.
like, you know, it's like but
Oh.
it's so menacing.
Oh, top tier. Love it, love it, love it. But
Yeah.
then I also did do 3 actresses. So
Okay.
I did the actors because I feel like, well, we already went over Kathy Bates,
Mhm.
incredible, in Misery. But actually, you know what? I only really want to do one other actress because I feel like for women, for them to have that heavy presence, it's not as common for them to be able to really be a good scary villain. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff they could do, but like the one that I would say is like the one actress I could say has got that charisma and power is Jessica Lange.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, she also another tiny little person, but she has the energy of like a mountain.
Yeah, she's a force to be reckoned with,
Mhm.
especially
Yes.
in like the what is it? The American Horror Story, kind of like
Mhm.
the witch. Was she in the witch one? I know,
Yeah, yeah.
and she was also in the house one, right? The haunted house one, as the
Mhm.
mom, who is
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
a horrible person.
Yeah. And she was a nun. She did
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot like, yeah, she was like, I'm such a huge fan. She's just got like that big star power for me where she could just pull the whole thing where I'm just, when every time she walks on screen, it's like, yay!
yeah, with a lot of so much confidence too.
Yep. Okay, so those are my best scary actors.
Okay, good choices, good choices. Um, let's see. So my
Mhm.
honorable mention is Doug Bradley, and that name might not sound like very familiar to a lot of people,
Mhm.
but he's the actor who plays Pinhead in the Hellraiser series.
Oh, very nice.
So he had played Pinhead in one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight movies, eight films, and I believe one or two video games. Um, so one thing that's kind of cool about this actor is I haven't really seen a lot of interviews with him. So
Mhm.
that kind of like his character stays intact with me as far as Pinhead. And I feel like when you watch a lot of interviews with people, you kind of you're like, oh, this guy's actually a really nice guy. And it kind of takes away a little bit.
Yes, I completely agree. I hate it when God bless them. I know they do it for comedy, but sometimes there'll be an actor that's got so much presence and then they start doing like comedy where they make fun of themselves
Yeah.
and it kills it for me. It kills the fantasy. You know what I mean? Like I know
Yeah.
you got to be able to have your range. I understand. We're all people. We want to have fun. And it's probably not fun to constantly be seen as a character rather than yourself. It's nice to have a little comedy and bring yourself down. I understand that. But there's a little part of me like, "Oh man."
Yeah. You're like, oh, it's not scary anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, why'd you have to do that? Like, I had so much like fear for you.
Yeah. And I would say like Pinhead to me, I don't
Mhm.
know what it is about Hellraiser movies. I haven't seen all of them, but I remember just thinking how scary how scary those Hellraiser movies are because it's just like you play with this puzzle box, and then it opens up a portal to hell, and
Mhm.
these kind of S&M kind of monsters come out with their nipple clamps and shit, and they're like, and they come out and they're like, hey, you open the box, with British accents and stuff, and they're like, we're gonna show you such delights of pain and all these things, and I'm like, fuck that, dude, like that is so terrifying, like flesh being sliced up, continuous pain to the point where you're like past it, and you're like, okay, this feels pretty sweet. Um, no,
You
so
know,
terrifying.
you just made me think of another terrifying actress, and I
Sure,
feel bad. I feel like I need to look up her name. But you know that movie Weapons?
yes.
Who was that actress that played the witch in Weapons? Because she was fantastic. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I'm gonna look her up right now because she does deserve a mention.
Amy Madigan, that's her name.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, I
What a
totally
freaking
agree.
star.
She
Yeah.
she stole that movie. Every scene she was in, she stole that movie. Um, but it's like she, yeah, like when some people, again, she's like unassuming. Well, I don't know if she's unassuming because she looks kind of pretty creepy as well.
Uh-huh.
But it's just like you see her and you're like, you? But then she does all these crazy things, like when they're like, stabbing their faces with forks,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
parents. I'm like, oh gosh, do not fuck with this lady.
That was really scary. And the fact that she just had no regard. Like that was actually one of the best female villain performances I can think of. That was really good. That was really, really, really good.
And I didn't see it coming. I mean, I didn't know much about the movie going in. So then I was like, oh, who's this? Holy shit. So my main answer is Gary Oldman. Um, he most notable scary roles for me, Mason Verger from Hannibal,
Mm,
um, Stansfield from Leon the Professional, uh, Drexel Spivey from True Romance, and
mm,
then Dracula from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
mm. Again, didn't he have crazy eyebrows too?
I don't remember the eyebrows. He probably
So
did.
does Jack Nicholson. I think we're onto something.
Well, I know in I think in Bram Stoker's Dracula, I know he had this wig that looked like a butt, but like a bat, like a white powder white butt. Um,
Yeah.
but I
Oh,
would
it's
say that
funny.
Mason Verger. Have you ever seen Hannibal before?
No, I want to though. I love scary stuff.
So in Hannibal, his character is uh, a little spoiler, but I think you could still enjoy it for sure. Um,
Uh-huh.
his character is a guy who's like a super wealthy man who is like hanging out with Hannibal Lecter, and Hannibal Lecter gives him like this kind of hallucinogen, and
Mhm.
uh, pretty much Hannibal Lecter convinces him to rip off his own face.
Oh, yes, yes, I did see that. I did see that. Yeah. I read all those books too.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah, that scene is so disturbing. But even so, later on when you see him, his face is all like it looks like a weird looking doll, like a
Mhm.
puffy kind of face with these little like coal looking eyes. Um, and his he's unrecognizable at that point. And I think even to the point where he got kind of upset. I believe he was like, if I'm gonna look like this, why do you even have my name on the movie?
Oh, really? He said that?
Yeah, because he's like, I don't even fucking look like myself. You can't
That's
even tell it's
funny.
me at all. Yeah. And then on, have you ever seen The Professional with Natalie Portman?
Oh, what? I saw it, but it was so long ago when I saw it. I was so little. I can't really remember the movie.
Yeah, where she's a little girl and there's a hitman that's kind of like helping her or watching over her.
Mhm.
Well, his character is like the police officer, I believe, who has like a addiction to like pills.
Mhm.
So he's very unhinged in that part. So he'll like take a pill and he'll like go like kind of like shake a little bit and like be sweaty and stuff. But I just thought his character was just like oh shit, don't fuck with this guy, you know?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love. You know what? I like I like an actor who could give me a good scare. There's
Yeah,
nothing like it.
yeah, and he's a chameleon. And
Mhm.
when he's uneasy, and there's like something that feels very unhinged in general about his performances, most of them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, but I had seen a few interviews with him, and he's like the nicest guy, it seems. But
Oh man.
yeah, I know,
I gotta do that, man.
I know. Perfect. So, do you have anything to add to the conversation outside of what we talked about?
I just want to thank you for having me on. Thank you for letting me pick a fun question that I like. Thank all of the scary actors. If I didn't mention your name, I'm just grateful you're out there making fun stuff for us to watch and enjoy. And for the scary actors, they do have to take a lot of heat.
Oh
People
yeah,
not liking them. So thank you for taking all the heat too. um, yeah, yeah. Oh, and thank you to everyone who listened to the podcast. Thanks for kicking it with us. Um, yeah. Can I plug my TikTok?
yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see. So, that has been best most today, and then yeah, let's plug your TikTok.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, okay, actually my TikTok is not for everybody. It is not for everybody, but I have a TikTok where I wear cute outfits and I read Bible verses. So you may or may not like that combo, but I converted to Catholicism 3 years ago and I love reading the Bible and I love getting dressed up. So I started recording reading my Bible verses every day. So if you want to hear some Bible verses without me lecturing, come on
Yeah,
over to Confessions of a Sinner on TikTok.
and Roxana has showed like she's shared some of the responses from shitty guys uh on these on these TikToks, and I was just like kind of not surprised because there are a lot of assholes out there. But what really kind of impressed me is how you replied to a lot of these comments with a lot of class and a lot of restraint as well too. So I think that's pretty
Oh,
amazing. A lot of these people do not deserve that, but you for sure are amazing for doing that.
oh, thank you. You know what? I love. This is a little bit on my TikTok subject, but I will say like you know uh you gotta you gotta give people grace. You know what I mean? Like people have all kinds of bizarre reasons to hate me or look down on me or think I'm not worthy of reading the Bible, and they think all of that, and that's just like they're still God's children whether they like me or not. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
God still loves them. In my faith, I believe Jesus, died for them. and I can love them whether they like me or not. I don't need their approval to love them. I don't need their approval to pray for them. I could still want the best for them regardless of what they're going through, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And I think whichever faith you have as a listener or whoever, I
Mhm.
think, we all have a voice and we can use it. But, at the end of the day, I think it's a lot better to use it for positive things instead of
Yeah.
taking people down a few notches or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah.
thanks to everyone who answered the questions. You are the best and the most. So keep those answers coming. Rate, subscribe, comment, and like on whatever podcast streamer you listen to best most on. And then remember, love what you love, enjoy what you enjoy. This connection with music, movies, art in general is beautiful and can make us feel a little less alone and seen. It can comfort us and at times make us feel happy or moved. There are no guilty pleasures here at Best Most. Until next time, take care and take care of each other. Bye bye.